Welcome back to Perkins Pipes. Ooh, we got a fun episode for you today. Got my fun old 80s style jean jacket with all my cool buttons on it. Got my Austin Sporting Goods hat because I got a son named Austin and he figures into this. And I've got my wonderful Savinelli Bing's Favorite out as the pipe of the day. It's a classy pipe. My son is a classy guy. And what we've got to talk about is the fun of pizza. All of that in this episode. So, folks, as always, let's get this guy lit. Let's get to talking. Our family likes pizza. That doesn't really separate us, I think, from many families, but our family really likes pizza. And when I say our family, I'm going to kind of go in reverse order here. My wife likes pizza, but sometimes when we go get pizza, she might get something else. She might get a calzone. She might get some other pasta dish if the restaurant has that. Our daughter certainly likes pizza and can love it. I don't think she would eat it every single day the way my son and I probably would. So at the top of the pack of pizza lovers would be my son and I. So part of the reason I've got my Austin hat on here today. And just a quick word about my son. He's a young man, mid-20s. He works in industrial design, works for an industrial design firm, and he's just a classy guy. He's the kind of guy that enjoys a good fedora. He's the kind of guy that enjoys some really classic music from the 60s and 70s. So, I don't know, classy pipe for a classy guy like my son. Now, what I want to talk about is pizza. I want to talk about two things. I want to talk about kinds of pizza and favorite pizza places that our family has enjoyed. So let's talk about pizza. And from my perspective, there's really three basic kinds of pizza. You've got the very thin and crispy sort of crust, almost cracker-like. You've got the hand-tossed, which is a little bit thicker than the thin and crispy. And it's the kind of slice that if you want to, you can kind of fold it up as you're eating it. And then you've got your deep dish or your Sicilian, which is a really thick slice of pie. Okay. First things first, I like them all. Now, I definitely have my preference. I've definitely got a 1, 2, 3 in those three. But I do like them all. And so one of the questions I'm going to be asking here is, what is your favorite style of pizza? And we'll get into toppings, and then we'll get into maybe favorite restaurants in your area. So my least favorite is the thin and crispy, with one exception. I do like the Pizza Hut thin and crispy. So I will get into that when we get into the restaurants. On the whole, it's okay. I enjoy it. I just want something more. I want something a little bit more robust. The next one for me would be the Chicago. The deeper dish, Sicilian, and you may want to make distinctions between deep dish and Sicilian. If you want to split that hair, go right ahead. I do like it. Love it, especially some great Chicago places, which again we'll talk about here in a moment. It's just not my favorite. My favorite is sometimes what we call the New York style or the hand tossed. I love a good slice of New York style pie. I just like the way, you know what, we talk about with pipes, like how it feels in the hand as well as the smoke. That's part of what I like about a New York style slice of pizza. I like the way it feels in the hand. I like the way I can hold it. I like the way I can fold it. Like Kenny Rogers, you got to know when to hold them, know when to fold them. All right, and so I just like I like the taste, I like the feel. To me, you eat all the way down to the crust, then you got yourself a nice bread stick. You got some dipping sauce there as well. It's kind of like a 2-for-1. So in terms of crusts, I go bottom, thin and crispy, in the middle, the Chicago style, pan, Sicilian, however you want to think about that, and then at the top, for me, the New York style or hand tossed. So, question here early in the video. What is your favorite style of pizza? What do you like best and why do you like it? Now, if you ever saw that animated movie, and at this point I can't keep them straight. I don't know if it's Pixar or Disney or if Disney is Pixar or whatever. But there's a wonderful movie a few years ago called Inside Out. They made a couple of them now. It's about this little girl and her family, and they moved to San Francisco. And it's all about the emotions in her head. And when you go inside little Riley's head, all the emotions are now actual characters. And I love the anger emotion. Needless to say, he gets angry a lot. And when they first move out to San Francisco, family's going to get some pizza. And, hey, we're at a new place. Everybody's a little bit on edge. Not sure we really like this new place. And so they go get pizza, and there's vegetables on it. And it's like, oh, my goodness, this is not what we had. I think they're from Minnesota or something like that. And the little anger emotion in her says, congratulations, San Francisco. You just ruined pizza. That's what I would think about vegetables on pizza. Not a fan. Not a fan at all. I am an absolute purist when it comes to pizza. Or you maybe could just say, I'm an absolute elementary or junior high school boy. Still, I like cheese. I'm a cheese pizza kind of guy. Now, if I'm going to have to do anything on it, I do like sausage. I like pepperoni. I'll occasionally do one of these meat lover kind of deals where there's a mix of sausage and pepperoni and Canadian bacon and stuff. There is a pizza restaurant in Bloomington, Indiana called Avers, capital A-V-E-R apostrophe S, Avers Pizza. And they've got one, which is a meat lovers, and I love their title for it. They call it Divine Swine. The Divine Swine. So I like the Divine Swine. My wife and I very much enjoy, and this is one thin and crispy that I really do like. It's pizza that's thin and crispy with sausage and onion. Sausage and onion. Just love the flavor of their particular sauce. Love the sausage and onion on that. But anytime I go to a new pizza place, straight cheese. And I would say 99% of the time when I'm eating pizza, I want just a cheese slice. Love different textures of cheese. Often we'll put extra, what's it called, Parmesan on the cheese pizza. So just love that. And my son is 100% that way. He totally loves cheese pizza. Our daughter is too. Our daughter and our son are both with me on that cheese all the way. Now, they don't do anything else, just always cheese. My wife, if she gets a pizza by herself, she will definitely go with a veggie. Sometimes she can do a supreme, but she definitely likes a good veggie pizza as well. So, question here in the kind of the middle of the video. What is your favorite toppings? What do you like to get on a pizza? Are you Hawaiian? You like some pineapple on there? You like the veggies? You like the meats? You like some mushroom on there? Do you like a white sauce? Do you like no sauce? I've had some good, there's one we had, think it was just pesto. Cheese and pesto. There was a pizza joint we used to have near us that had cheese and pesto. That was good, but I'm pretty much a traditional red sauce kind of guy. Do you like extra garlic? Sometimes I do like a little extra garlic. So what do you like in terms of your toppings? Now let's talk about restaurants. Where do you go to get your pizza? I'm going to start at home and work my way back out. My wife can make a very, very nice pizza at home from scratch. So I do like that very much. And again, do any of you make your own pizzas? Do you enjoy doing that? You ever do that? I like a good, what I call icebox pizza, right? Frozen pizza. There's some good ones out there these days. I think we used to do freschetta. Nowadays, I think we do. Oh shoot, my son does Red Baron a lot. Hold on just a second. And with the magic of video, you'll never know I was gone because I'm going to edit this out. But I've got to. Oh, never mind. I just remembered. DiGiorno. DiGiorno. I like DiGiorno a lot. It's a little bit heavier. It's not quite Chicago style. A little bit thicker than a New York style, thin and crispy, but has a good crust. So I do like that. Now let's talk about restaurants themselves. Pizza Hut, of course, is a national chain. Been around since the 60s. I do like Pizza Hut, and I love all three. I do really like the Pizza Hut, the thin and crispy, what they call their hand-tossed, which really isn't that thin. And I do like their pan. So I'm a fan of Pizza Hut. You may have heard up in Chicago, Giordano's. Giordano's is outstanding. Obviously thick, Lou Malnati's is another one up in Chicago, and Pizzeria Uno. So I love all three of those. If I'm up in Chicago, probably Giordano's is my favorite out of those, and we've got we got a Giordano's in Indianapolis now. So they've started to spread out beyond just Chicagoland. So I like those. I don't know if it's anywhere outside of Indiana, although they are throughout Indiana. There's a place called Pizza King. Pizza King is a thin and crispy. It's a fun environment. Neat kind of a place. You usually have little trains running around the restaurant. That's kind of part of their decor. That's kind of fun. Back in the day, I loved Noble Romans. Noble Romans was my absolute favorite. Noble Romans seemed to go out of business for a while, and now they've come back. They've rebranded themselves. They have the abbreviation CPNP, Craft Pizza and Pub. The pizza is the same. The palate remembers, and the pizza is the same. Breadsticks are the same. Love their breadsticks. And love their hand-tossed. They do have a good Sicilian. So I'm curious if you have any Noble Romans in your area. They've come back. For a while, they had disappeared, and really you could only find them in gas stations. But now, like I say, they've come back, at least in central Indiana. Then I got to talk about some favorite local joints. Up in West Lafayette, Indiana, which is home to Purdue University, where our children have gone to school. Our daughter is still a student. There is a place called The Pickle. Now, that's an odd name for a pizza joint, but The Pickle is outstanding. Great quality cheese. Their breadsticks, you've never seen anything like them. They bring a plate, and they look like little dinosaur bones. There's like little bones. There's a whole pile of breadstick bones. Garlicky, delicious, very buttery, outstanding. Another one that's around here, although I think they may be out of beyond Indiana as well, so I'm not sure if any of you know this one. Please let me know. There's the Oh, shoot, I just lost. Greek's Pizzeria. One of my son's favorites. It is high on my list. It's probably not my absolute favorite, but it's very, very high on my list. A really, really great cheesy, garlicky pizza. Great hand-tossed sort of crust, very foldable. Their breadsticks are absolutely swimming in garlic butter. I mean, you get down to the basket, and the basket's got a puddle of garlic butter in it. Oh, just absolutely fantastic. There's a place called Bella Pizzeria. Now, it's in a local mall here, and it seems like one of those mall kind of places. It's kind of like a Luca. Some malls used to have Luca pizza. It's similar to Luca. I love it. It's probably one of my favorites because it's probably the best New York pizza in Indiana. It fabulous cheese, just a great texture to cheese. Breadsticks are good. Probably not my favorite breadsticks. A little bit heavy, although I've never met a breadstick I didn't like, I think. But a good texture to the cheese and a really great New York style pizza there. My wife likes the place because they've got some homemade ranch dressing for the salad that she gets there. Down in Bedford, Indiana, just south of Bloomington and Indiana University. And by the way, if you ever go to Bloomington, you got to pop into the Briar and the Burley, wonderful brick and mortar pipe shop. And as long as you're there, pop down to Bedford, just a few miles down the road, and go to Greco's. Capital Grecco apostrophe S. We've been there forever. My wife grew up with it. She's from Bedford. I knew it when I got to meet her. And now our kids, they just love it every time we would go down to visit my wife's mom and dad. And they always want to get Greco's pizza. It is thinner, but definitely not thin and crispy. Definitely a good little crust to it. Very foldable. We usually get a big boy, which means by the time you get in the middle, the squares are completely, or the pizzas are squares. You cut one of those little squares out, and then you can just fold that sucker up. Now, my wife's not a big fan of the breadsticks there. They're kind of doughy, but I like them. I do like those. Again, a little bit heavier, but I don't know. Good chewy breadstick. I think our family's all-time favorite place is over in Hanover, Indiana. Now, if you can picture a map of Indiana, we're kind of a long state, right, like Illinois. And it's in the southeast corner, near Clifty Falls State Park, where we love to stay after Christmas. I launched the Perkins Pipes channel from Clifty Falls State Park. And every time we go there, we eat at Gendy's Pizzeria a couple of times. Gendy. Husband's name is Jeff. Wife's name is Wendy. Gendy's. You get it. Well, they do have a hand toss. We actually always get the deep dish there because that's what they're known for. What can I say? It's jump up and slap your mama good. It is unbelievable. My wife loves it because it's really fresh ingredients. Sauce is amazing. The cheese is amazing. And the breadsticks are as light and soft and garlicky. And while I do enjoy dipping a breadstick in some tomato sauce, although my wife prefers cheese sauce, you don't need to dip these at all. It's like a good steak. A good steak doesn't need steak sauce. I want to tell you something. A good breadstick doesn't need dipping sauce. And the breadsticks at Gendy's are to die for. Absolutely to die for. There's been others. We've lived in other parts of the country. I remember there used to be a place, don't even know it's still there now, in Austin, Texas, called Double Dave's. Again, an excellent hand-tossed pizza. Has some really great breadsticks, including some pepperoni filled breadsticks that were phenomenal. There was another joint there in Austin. It was actually an Italian restaurant. I'm forgetting the name of it now. They had good pizza. Anyhow, those are a few of our favorites. You know what the final question's going to be. What's your favorite place to go? If it's a national chain, tell us about that. Love to hear about your local joints. Gives a little local flavor there. So a fun little episode on pizza. As Malcolm Guite likes to say, I do these little things in order at last to do nothing. Or as I like to say in Latin, Parva agam ut tandem, nihil agam. Have a wonderful day.